Do you seriously want to live your 9 to 5 life even when you are 30 years old? Live from paycheck to paycheck, from the pension that you are getting, travel in public transport, you're standing there near the bus stop waiting for the bus, or traveling in metro, struggling with other people, just jam packed, for your kids to go to one nice, decent looking average school, for you to wear average clothes. We need to get out of this, right? This loop that everybody is present in. Now the question is, how are you going to do it? The first thing, guys, is tap in the power of social media. See, our parents used to live in a time where the digital media did not have so much power, but not anymore. One good reel, one good YouTube video can make you go viral. Do you know the story of that girl who went to that IPL match and then this was her reaction, like something like this, and then she got viral? You guys, in one day that girl, she got viral, and now if you go and check her Instagram account, right, she is getting brand deals from Swiggy, Zomato and all those companies. So that is the power of social media. I was watching this podcast of Tanmay Bhatt in which he told that social media platforms like YouTube, Instagram, Twitter have the ability of asymmetric bet. So what is an asymmetric bet? Say for example, you go on a date, okay? Now you go on say 10 dates and you spend some 2 hours on each date. But maybe in one of that date, right, you find your life partner. So what is happening? You just went on a date. You just give 2 hours of your time, but in those 2 hours, you found a life partner. Symmetric bet is when your input is not that much, but then your output can be immense, something which you cannot imagine. If you're going to a 9 to 5 job, then yes, it's a symmetric bet. You give your time, and then after 1 year, after 2 years, you get increments. So that is a symmetric bet. But asymmetric bet is you cannot determine what is going to happen. It does not matter what stream you are in. If you're a doctor, then you can literally post some nice tips about your career. If you are, an artist, then you can post your art. I cannot specify this enough, but I feel it's high time that all of us start using social media. And then the next thing is, I believe that every single person is born with a talent. My class, right, we were just 18 to 20 girls. We were very small because it was a Muslim small school, and we were just 20 girls. And I'll tell you, yes, not all of us were good in studies, but I had one friend, guys, she used to do the most beautiful art. I had one girl, she used to be so good at sports, and I was very good at public speaking as well as academics. And unfortunately, Indian culture completely succumbs the talent out of you. They ask you to follow a path. 11, 12 done, engineering or doctor, and after that get married. Okay, have you seen the foreign culture, you guys? Parents there, actually, they see their child has a skill, right? Like for example, they're very good at running, so from a very young age put their children in marathons, they start training them. And which is why, if you notice this, right, countries like USA perform so good in Olympics, but India, we have very few talent who actually make it to Olympics, who actually bring medals back home. Alhamdulillah, I was so grateful because my parents, they saw what I was good at and they, alhamdulillah, pushed me towards that. But now you need to understand that if anybody has ever told you that you are not talented, that is wrong. That is so wrong. If you're not good at academics, but if you are good at art and craft, do you know how much a painting costs, you guys? Paintings get sold at millions of worth. That is your worth. So don't let anybody tell you that you are not talented. And I'll tell you one thing, my teacher told me that completely changed my mind. I was a very average student. If from like 6th, 7th, right, I used to work very hard. I used to work so hard, you guys, but it never reflected in my grades. A very average student. But then I went to a teacher, and may Allah keep her so happy. 9th standard, right? She told me one thing, and that just stayed by me. That motivated me so much that I freaking became the school topper, you guys. So what she told me was, you need to imagine life as movie characters. For example, you have the side roles, you have the main roles, and then you have very, very, very side roles. So imagine that you are in the movie, and it is dependent on you whether you want to be the main character or are you okay just being a normal character. And that thing motivated me so much, you guys. And I was like, bro, I am going to be the main character because I want to be the main character. Just remember one thing, that you are not born to follow a script. You were born to write your own goddamn story. So it's okay what has happened till now, but then it needs to stop. Now you need to identify what you're good at. If you're in a different field or which is not corresponding to that, then it's fine, it's okay. You can start it as a side gig and every day can give 2 to 3 hours, and you never know what doors it can open, right? Make that crazy decision. So the thing is, right, why are you guys so uptight? Like, hi-fi, okay? Do you have $1 million in your bank account, or I don't know, are you driving a Lamborghini or something like that? Only if you are that rich, then you can be this uptight that, bro, this is how I am, these are the things I'm going to do, these are things I'm not going to do, because if I start doing that, what are my friends going to tell about me? What are my family members going to tell about me? Oh my god, how am I going to show my face to people? Like, you are not that rich or privileged to have that thinking. Me being a content creator, I personally love all content creators, okay? But then I'll tell you, there was this one content creator, they used to make very cringy videos, like very cringy videos, you guys. They used to have red color hair. I'm not going to name, okay, but like, you guys know, right, what category of influencer I'm talking about. Fast forward to 5 years, 6 years, guys, they are going on business class tickets to Dubai. They have such a high lifestyle, you guys. You know why? I'll tell you why. Because they were cringy. Because they did not fear what other people are going to say, who is going to judge them. They didn't. They were just like, bro, I am going to do crazy shit. And they did it, and it worked out for them, and it will work out for you as well. If you are doing what you like. And in the beginning, right, it is going to be cringy, and maybe after some time also it is going to be cringy, but it's okay. Because in the process, if you're going to find yourself, if you're going to find what you like doing, if you're going to become rich, then I will do it. I will do it. I don't want to go in public transport the rest of my life. No, I don't want to be traveling in the metro when I'm 40, 50 years old. So when I'm traveling, right, in metro or something like that, and I see people who are 35 or 40 and they're just carrying the laptop bag. They're so tired. There's no place in the metro. They're standing. I feel so bad for them. And I'm like, not me. And when I started content creation, right, I was very scared. I was scared that what if I not make it? My friend told me one thing, and it was so good. So my friend told me that, see, Afifa, why are you thinking so much? Either two things can happen. The first thing is you can really make it and you're going to get famous and everybody's going to know you. Or the other thing is nobody's going to know you, and nobody's going to know you. Then you have nothing to lose. Okay, when you go to 50 years old or something, we will sit with our families and we'll discuss ki bro, ye idea tha and this did not work out. Oh my god. At least no regrets, right? And then I was like, yeah, either everybody will know or nobody will know. But at the end, I will not have any regrets. It's a win-win situation. We are all going to die. But when you are lying on the deathbed, right, and you are thinking ki yaar, what if I would have done that and maybe something would be different? What if I would have taken that bet on me and you never know, what if it would have worked out? That regret, I don't want to have that regret on my deathbed. I want to be like, yeah, I lived my life. I did everything. So the next time you're all going to think to make some crazy decision and you're going to be like, yaar, 3 log kya kahenge? So guys, वो 3 log, मैं, ये मेरा Blinkit की bag, and my brush, okay? We are the 3 people. Imagine that we are the 3 people, and yes, we are not going to say anything, we're not going to judge you, so just move forward, okay? Just go and do it. And that's it for today's video, you guys. Until next time.